Is this, that's, hi? Hello TL Travelers and welcome back to the TL Travel YouTube channel. Today we are back on the road. I am so excited. We are here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We left Edmonton this morning at 11:40 a.m. and oh my gosh, it was so cold. I have never been more ready to escape the Edmonton winters than I was for this trip. We actually coat checked our jackets at the Edmonton International Airport, which is something that I would totally recommend, except for when we checked in and we got onto the boarding ramp, that like part that you never really think about where you have to stand on the boarding ramp and wait to get on the plane. Of course, we're standing there in little to nothing, freezing cold. So cold. So that's how that went down, but it's totally worth it because from Puerto Vallarta we're actually going to Mexico City. So we're gonna be flying around in Mexico and having to carry my like winter jacket and Derek's winter jacket around is just, it would have just been a huge hassle. So that's what we did. We arrived here in Puerto Vallarta today at 5:45, and it really only took us about 45 minutes to get through customs and pick up our baggage. And I would say that most of that time was spent picking up our baggage. The customs line was not line at all. Customs line was not line at all. The customs line was not long at all, which I've had like varied accounts on who waited a long time and who didn't. So I think, you know, with every airport, it varies, but we lucked out and we got right onto our bus and came here to the Sunset Plaza Resort and Spa, which is where we're staying for 7 days for my sister's wedding before we jet off to Mexico City to taste all the food and just like chill out in the city. Now that we're here though and all settled in, I don't know if you can see, but we have fully exploded our bags in the hotel room behind us. But now that we're here, I just wanted to share a few more little tips with you guys for landing in Puerto Vallarta and doing the whole all-inclusive travel thing. So the first thing that I want to mention is just for all of Mexico and actually for a lot of countries as well. When you fill out your customs forms on the airplane, they're going to give you in the customs line in Mexico, like the bottom piece of that customs form, that is your departure card. They're going to slide it into your passport, but they're not going to like staple it in there or really, they don't always tell you to hold on to it. You need to hold on to that. There is an additional charge if you try to leave the country without a departure card. And honestly, it's just like a lot of hassle. So yeah, make sure that you pay attention to where that piece of paper is going because you're gonna need it. The second thing that you wanna be really aware of is regarding some types of scams and things at the airport. And this goes for a lot of all-inclusive destinations, which is when you come out of the arrivals area with your baggage and everything. In this case, we came through the Puerto Vallarta Airport. There'll be like a long hallway with a bunch of vendors and people who will say, oh, are you at this hotel or what hotel are you at? And you'll say the name of your hotel and then they say, oh, okay, yeah, come this way kind of thing. That's not where you want to pick up your bus. If you're part of an all-inclusive package, you want to go all the way out through the glass doors, out to the parking lot, find your bus or find a representative for the company that you're traveling with. In this case, we were traveling with Air Transat, so we just found an Air Transat person. They told us what bus number to go to, and that's how we caught our transfer. All of the people inside at those booths are just trying to get you to, you know, buy into timeshares and other random things. And honestly, you can get really caught up in there and sometimes actually miss your onward transfer to your hotel if you're sort of standing there waiting at that booth. The first time that Derek and I did an all-inclusive, we did this. We didn't miss our shuttle, thankfully, but we came out into the arrivals area and everything kind of looks legit, right? You think, okay, well, I'm in an airport, so if they're in the airport, it must be all good. But no, they said, you know, where are you staying? We said, oh, we're staying at the Hyatt. And they said, oh, okay, Hyatt, yep, come right this way. Took us over to the booth. They gave us a little welcome shot. And then they just started talking about tours that we could book and this and that and all these different things. And then they started talking about taxis and the price of taxis to the Hyatt, at which point I realized, okay, this is not where we want to be. So we pieced out of there. But yeah, that is something that you definitely want to be aware of because you don't want to miss your transfer. You just want everything to go smoothly. That's how you make sure that everything goes smoothly. The last time that we stayed in Puerto Vallarta, we actually stayed in Old Town, and I will be sure to, or I will try to leave a link to some videos from that area down below. This time around, we're staying closer to the marina and a little bit closer to the airport as well. This is like a more built up area. There's like box stores and all those kinds of things around. So before we get started for the next couple of weeks, Derek and I are going to head out and pick up a SIM card for our cell phone because yeah, dual SIM cards is so the way to go when you travel. All of these countries have such cheap cell phone plans. So even with like, I know we're with Bell, or I'm with Bell and Derek is with TELUS. And a lot of them have those like roaming plans where you can pay $10 a day to use your own services for your plan while you're abroad. So unlimited data if you have it, calling, all that kind of stuff. But even in those situations, it's like $25 for a SIM card and like a tourist plan in a lot of these countries where you pay $25 and you've got unlimited data, you've got calling, you've got texting and all that kind of stuff. So if you're going anywhere for more than 2.5 days, it's totally worth picking up a SIM card. So yeah, Derek and I are gonna head out and grab a SIM card now, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we're back.
Eventually.
Okay, so we are back now and good to go. I don't know why we were under the impression that Claro was in Mexico as well. That's the SIM card that we picked up in Costa Rica, and we usually get Claro. I want to say we get Claro in Nicaragua as well. So I think we just assumed that Mexico was also Claro. But in fact, it is Telcel and Movistar, I think, are the two sort of like top competitors from what I can tell. Telcel is a little bit more expensive, but it's also more reliable, or at least rumor has it. Full disclosure, we haven't used it before, like we can't really make any comparisons, but reviews say that that's the way to go if you're gonna be a little bit sort of all over the place, which I think we will be. We're gonna be like heading out to the beaches and heading out to an island, and we're gonna be in Mexico City. We're gonna be kind of all over the place. So we wanna make sure that we're gonna have coverage everywhere that we go, because that's really the whole purpose of picking it up. So yeah, so that's what we did, and hopefully that's gonna work for us. If it doesn't, I'll be sure to let you guys know, or like leave it in the description so that you aren't feeling duped and misled by us. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video here for today because it's been a long day. Travel days are always long, and I really just wanna get out and kinda, you know, enjoy the last of the sunshine on this first day. We have a beautiful view from the 14th floor here, but I'm going to wait until our resort tour to sort of give you the whole tour, the whole resort tour. So if you've not already hit that subscribe button, definitely do it. We post new travel content every Thursday and Sunday. And if you want that resort tour, then you're definitely gonna wanna subscribe. And until I see you guys next, stay great, travel safe, and I'll see you in my next video right here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Bye guys.